The hash service is about the liquidity pool, about the capacity pool. Why did I choose to mine through NiceHash? Yes, you can mine directly, you can mine solo, you can mine in a pool, but I chose through a NiceHash because soon the ether goes to the post and you will need to think about what coin to mine, what algorithm to include. For me, this is done on from the hash. He himself shows me the profitability of which coin is higher and switches my Riga farms himself, and you don't have to bother anymore. But this is slightly inconvenient, because when switching from one algorithm to another, if you have the maximum overclocking of the card, yes, the card may hang, crash, reboot, and the like. Therefore, it is recommended not to fry the cards in full, yes, leave a margin of 20 to 30% there so that she can safely switch. That's the first one. Second, why else a NiceHash? Because in NiceHash we do not mine any one coin, yes, but we rent out our capacities and, accordingly, I am paid in bitcoins for the work that my video cards or a Siki have done. Yes, that is, no matter what algorithm they mine, the payment comes to me every 4 hours in bitcoins. If I mine to an internal address from the hash, yes, here is the address for mining, yes, this is the internal address, then the payout falls to my wallet every 4 hours. If, respectively, it is an external address, an exchange wallet, or some other address, the address of a cold wallet, for example, yes, then there, in my opinion, once a day or once every 2 days, depending on the capacity, there is a certain limit there. All this can be found later to read. That's why I also like the hash because they have a full-fledged ecosystem. Previously, it was just some kind of application even without an application on the phone without monitoring. Yes, now it is a full-fledged platform. There are wallets here. They recently screwed up the exchange, did. The power market. You can buy, sell power. There is an office and there is mining. That is, I will do a full review a little later. Now we will tell you how to install and run a NiceHash. Well, the first thing to do is to go through and register. I will place a link to register for the NiceHash in the description. It will be below in the description. It will be called the registration link for the NiceHash. You go through it, register and also where to download the latest version from the hash. I will also attach it in the description to this video. Yes, a GitHub will be written there. Rent out your power through the NiceHash service. First, we go to the nicehash.com, we register there. It's very simple. Mail, we come up with a password, yes, then when we have registered, we go to my settings and here in the account settings we are sure to be safe. We do two-factor identification, this is mandatory. Then what do we have here? Account restriction, account settings. Here you can disable the capacity market, you can leave only as I have a crypto wallet and cryptocurrency mining. Yes, mobile devices. You download the app either in the App Store or on the Play Store. Yes, NiceHash, but that's what NiceHash is called. Here, too, you can track which devices you have connected. And there are also output addresses here. Here you click add an address, and to this address, when you want to withdraw your accumulated funds, that is, bitcoins, they will be sent to either it will be an exchange, or it will be a cold wallet of some kind. In general, anywhere. Write this address here. The commission there is 5 rubles per transaction. That is, 5 or 6 rubles. That is, how would it be nonsense at all comes in 15 dashes of 30 minutes, depending on the amount and on when you did it. Because I think they send it all there every hour. So it turns out that you have entered, registered, you will have such a menu here and you will need to go into mining here and here is the address for mining. This is your internal address to which you will mine. You copy it, remember it, and now we switch to our computer. Here we have mining going on here, right? You are downloading the latest version from the hash miner by following the link on the GitHub. Here it is, yes, the latest version of 3091. You download it, install it there, everything is very simple. Next, and you'll get a window like this. Here he is, respectively, a NiceHash. What is the first thing to do? Yes, for more fine-tuning. Accordingly, I'm not talking about updated drivers, you should have them, well, maybe not even the latest version of the drivers, but they should be updated specifically for your video card, because the latest version of the drivers does not always give the maximum hash rate. If you have a 10th series of video cards, like mine, yes, but 3060, 3070 will come soon, then you will need a video profile inspector. This is a program that disables switching the status, yes to N0, switching frequencies. You go into it, find the fifth point, and here is the force pi 2 state. And you will have it turned on. That is, it will be done like this. You do of an apply everything. And it helped me to raise the frequencies by 20% in your time. That is, for example, I had 200 purity from memory, yes, I was able to disperse, for example, there to 260, 280. That's because it has become more smooth, stable to work and did not fly out. Here. Then you should have an autoburner, a program for overclocking the video card. But this is in the following videos. Today in this video we will talk about NiceHash. Here you have downloaded it, yes, first of all we go to the settings. In the settings, here is the wallet address, here we insert the address that we copied with you on the application on the NiceHash website. The name of the worker is what you call your rig, your farm, yes, you can call it whatever you want. Then we have, well, a unit of time is for a day, how much is May, yes, here we choose the language, well, it is Russian by default, we put the ruble currency, I put the dark theme, because I like it that way. And here the automatic update, I turn off our mainer. When an update notification appears here, I first read what is there in this new update, I read on the same GitHub. Yes, we're going back to GitHub now. And we will not return to GitHub, at least we will return. Let's see, let's go to the GitHub. Here's GitHub, NiceHash, right? And it turns out that you download the first download from the NiceHash miner installer, it's completely like a program that runs a full installation. Here, and if you just download a zip, then it will not be an installed file, but I'm doing a full installation, so we see a list of updates here. If a new version comes out, I first read what updates have been released, and then I decide whether to install it or not. So then we go back to our screen, then we go to the advanced settings, and here I make sure to auto-run mining so that the program starts itself after a reboot. I do a startup when the system boots and I do a BTC auto mash tab. I turn it off because it shows in some other values. In mini bitcoins, everything is somehow different there, yes, I don't like it, here, and I still do, I turn on to check the status of the video card every 5 minutes and the program that restarts Windows if some video card freezes. Here, I leave everything else by default. Further still here may be useful. And here it is a video where there may be some settings, if you have 1080 cards or some other, additional settings appear here. So, respectively, about us and her, you can watch the current version here. Next. Plugins. The most important thing, those miners through which you can mine. Yes, there is a LOL miner, there is an excavator, this is an internal miner on from the hash, right? He is mining only Ethereum. There is a nano miner, an NBI miner. Well, I use the NBI miner. Yes, here you click install it. Auto update of the plugin is enabled for me, that is, if some new version comes out, it automatically updates it. So I installed the NB miner, I have it installed. And now I'm entering the benchmark. I go to the benchmark, here I have a processor, it is disabled, I do not mine it. And the video card is included. I'm debunking it and you won't have any values here at first, because the benchmark has not been passed. You click pass the benchmark, select everything, yes. Click start benchmark, it passes each algorithm and gives you the value that it has on each algorithm. And thus we see the profitability that on the Ether my card 1070 brings 282,891 Satoshi, and on the carpet it brings 3,187 Satoshi. Therefore, I have selected Kovpov. Then comes Cook's algorithm and BIM are about the same in terms of profitability with Ether. Well, the Ether has a little more. That's why there will be no ether. We will mine 1 2 3 these 3 algorithms. Yes. You see, the miner has rebooted. That's when the benchmark of all algorithms has passed here, respectively, completely. Yes, we can go inside each algorithm. To enter, you need to stop mining, right? We go in, we see the speed here. We can manually register the speed, if we know what we have, and additional parameters. In additional parameters, we can prescribe some overclocking systems. For example, from memory, yes, the memorific is packed from 1 to 6 here. Roughly speaking, these are memory timings, yes, which we can register via BIOS as on AMD cards. Yes, here they can be registered not by BIOS firmware, but simply we can write, for example, a memory tweak there is 1 or 6, and from this the benchmark will be different. Well, let's, for example, write a memory tweak 1. Yes, let's try, let's see if something will work on this algorithm at all. Prescribed and, accordingly, press start. And we'll see. So we launched, everything, our address was immediately determined, it is mining to our internal address, it started, but in my opinion it does not show on this algorithm. He only works on the memorific ether. Therefore, mining is going to start now and we should have our 16 mega hash on Kovpov. Now let's see how it loads. In principle, yes, nothing new should be expected here, because everything has been tested here for a long time and no memory tweaks work here. Yes, he didn't even download it, because it's only for Ethereum. Here are 16, well, I had about 17, yes, although 1080 gives 20, only 3 more. Therefore, 40 rubles from this card, yes, when running, roughly speaking, Tim Veer is normal. This is what concerns the internal configuration. Here we have configured, launched. We check our address again. Here it is at the top. This is an internal address. See how to check where the card is mining, how much it has mined. Yes, when we launched it, everything went mining. He's all gone. I'm going to stop now, I'm going to remove our meaning here. This meme is retweeted so that he doesn't blink here. We all removed it. And I have included only one algorithm so that it does not switch to others. Because when, for example, I put everything on, the speed changed a little bit somewhere, yes, he starts switching, I don't like it. That is, when, for example, there will be no Ethereum, it will not be clear, I will turn it on so that he chooses himself. Now I know that on this map Kovpov brings more than Ether, so I have it working stably on Kovpov. That's it, I'm launching. And how do we find out that, how do we have NiceHash? Yes, we have our account on the website from the hash. Yes, you see there are 2 active rigs and 1 inactive, because it is not yet enabled. You see, on the 26th of August, the payments came. Here they come, my payments come. Every 4 hours, a payout arrives. Click on mining and now the device will connect to us. Here, for example, we see, right, here I have 1080 and 3 cards 1060. We see this in our mining tab, yes, and everything is spelled out here. How many rigs have mining, the current yield, the unpaid balance and the current balance of my wallet. Yes, that's all there is. We immediately see very conveniently the speed of each video card, yes, temperature, load, fan. Why is there a fan here? But also because my fan has disappeared here and there is already such a collective farm fan screwed on, so he does not see the fan speed. Here and here you see 3 dagger Hashimot Ether and 1080 on the carpet works. So we have updated and we see that already now we have 3 rigs mining all this rig. Here he is home, yes, with 1 video card. Here he is mining on Kovpov, 16 megahashes, speed transmitted 51 temperature, load 100, fan 64. That's it. Here we can stop mining either the entire farm at once. We can stop the whole farm. We can start everything. We can manage here without going to our farm. Here, in principle, it is very convenient. There is also a notification here, so we see that the payment from mining has been received to our wallet. Every 3 hours comes the payout, right? There are some recent news here, very useful sometimes, you can read it. And we have a wallet. There is a wallet and there is a withdrawal button. When we have accumulated a certain amount of bitcoins, we want to withdraw them, click withdrawal, select our wallet. Yes, you see 0.0005 bitcoins mini Malacca. We pushed the maximum. Now I already have yes, a minimal amount and I can withdraw it. That's it, we can click view output, we will have a commission, the network there is a small commission. Well, that is, it is very small, about 5, 6, 7 rubles. We press withdrawal and within 15 minutes it will come to my wallet. That's what it is about mining. This is about mining on a NiceHash. Again, it's not a pool, it's a liquidity pool. We rent out our capacities and regardless of whether we will not have Ethereum, we will still receive a penny for the fact that we rent out our capacities. That's why I told you about setting up from the hash. I'll record the next video how do we set up the auto banner, how to set up overclocking for each video card, how to combine them into a chain so that there is a single overclocking, yes. Well, I will tell you and show you more detailed settings. That's it, bye to everyone.